So, be right back. Alright. So here's our last one for the night. The Secret of Mana Randomizer, developed by Moppleton. The tracker that I'm using was developed by a dude named Ben Block, so shoutouts to him. So this is the Secret of Mana open world that Malpleton has been working on for the longest time. And there's 3 modes in the open world. There's Vanilla Short, Vanilla Long, and Mana Tree. Vanilla Short, you primarily need the whip and a cutting item, whether it be the sword or the axe, to complete the seed. In Mana Tree, you just need to collect the 8 mana seeds and then go straight to the mana tree to complete the seed. But we're gonna do Vanilla Long. And what that requires is we need to get 7 of the 8 magics. The only magic we don't need to see is Dryad. In order to, and this is going to be a mouthful, in order to destroy all the orbs in the Great Palace, to finish the Great Palace, in order to get to the Mana Fortress to complete the seed. So with that being said, just to give you an idea on the flags I'm using, we're starting with a random character. It's either going to be the boy, the sprite, or the girl. And for expedience's sake, we've tripled experience in gold. So with that being said, you're gonna see my mouse on this tracker a lot. So I apologize for that. So get ready to see Mousecoon. So we're gonna go. If I can bring up the timer here. In 5. We're gonna go as soon as I name our starting character, which just so happens to be the girl. Let's see. Let's name her. Let's name her Roro. Or if I can spell. Or no, better not. Let's call her Randa. All right. So now that we actually are at this point, now we can do a countdown in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Hopefully this time I'll actually be able to finish it. So to start off, we got some random text as usual, but there's no falling animation like with the boy as opposed to the girl. And let's just see what's to the left. Alright, so pretty much in the open world Secret of Mana randomizer, you get, right off the bat, you will get both the Flammy Drum and the Magic Rope to go through the world. And the other thing is, when we pull the sword here, we'll get our starting weapon. And we are going to start with the Javelin. I actually like the Javelin. And so with that, we head on to wherever we want. So we're actually going to rise up and just come straight down into Potos Village, which is right here. Alright, so I can see Potos Village is available right from the get-go, and that sprite man, Overhold the Mantis Hole, is our representative to start the Mantis Ant fight. So pretty much we can go anywhere and start any fight. And we also have random NPCs to provide us hints. So the Elder in Potos Village will let us know that he's just going to remind us that Gnome speeds things up. Thanks, Elder. So let's see what the chest downstairs is. It's the Bow Orb. So with that being said, we're going to see who our first boss is in the Mantis Ant fight. Hopefully it's something beatable. And it looks like it's the Salamander. So, Salamander fight's pretty easy. I'm only gonna press one button and not even move, because Salamander's gonna sit there and take it in the face like a champ. And I don't even have to worry about it healing, because he only does it 3 times, or just die after 1 hit. So, there goes Salamander. Ooh. And we got a Sword Orb, and 600 for starters. That's pretty good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna buy candies and herbs as starter. It doesn't look like we can buy any of the other shop items in here, which is also pretty random. And our next destination is going to be the Water Palace. And as you clearly hear, we have randomized music. That's on from the get-go. And it's from various Squaresoft games and RPGs. You clearly heard the Chrono Trigger victory music. You heard Chrono Trigger, I forget which village. There's the Empire Fortress. So we're going to walk up to Gemma here, who's sitting in front of the Water Palace door to represent the Jabberwocky fight. And we're going to trigger it. And it looks like we got the Frost Gigas in here waiting for us. Or Frost Fire. I know bosses. Looks like this might be a long fight because clearly this javelin is doing fire damage. Use those iframes to block that, but I think this Gigas might be out of magic soon. Yep, Gigas is out of magic. Tanked all the damage just so we can kill the Gigas. The only problem is we still gotta worry about the fire breath, but we can use the iframes from the candy to ignore that happening. So right now we're just gonna plug away with the javelin here. And the reason we're standing behind him is because the fire Gigas actually has a slam attack, but it also teleports, and Moppleton took the teleporting out. So we don't want to stand in front of him because of the slam attack, because that actually does physical damage. So we're going to sit behind him and plug away. Ah. There we go. Down goes Fire Gigas. Alright, I was actually worried about that fight. Fortunately, tanking the actual magic attacks helped, and he kept trying to do magic, but he didn't have the MP to do it. So he just did animations and sat there like a target. And we got a Javelin Orb, and we get to go up to Luca here to get 2 more prizes. And we got the boomerang orb. We got some kind of orb. I don't know what that is. It said boomerang, but I don't think boomerangs exist in this game. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. So, as far as logic goes, you pretty much got to think about your orbs, which are going to be randomized in this game. And weapons as far as progression. Like, for instance, right now, if you're thinking about going into if Eileen's an idea, it's not, because 1, we don't have an axe to destroy the skulls that lead to it, and 2, we don't have a whip to cross the gap to Eileen's castle, and 3, we don't have a sword to actually cut the bushes right before the teleporter to Eileen's castle. Let me take a candy here just to be safe. And so this is this is kind of similar to what I just did with the Fire Gigas, except this time what I'm going to do with the Mech Rider here is, and it looks like he's out of magic, is come down here, because the Mech Rider can only fit so far down, and he has to attack me horizontally left and right. And if I'm not in front of him, he's not going to move. So he's just going to sit there and allow me to plug away with him, because he's out of magic, he can't do speed, and because he can't do speed, he can't fire any more missiles at me. So this is going to be an easy fight. And down goes the Mech Rider. So usually, depending on the boss, the environment can be a blessing or detriment. Pretty much this arena allows me to kind of cheese the Mech Rider. So let's go up to Undyne and see what they get me, which may not be their spell. Someone else got my item. Gosh darn it. And we got a Fire Seed, which does me no good in this. So we got a Whip Orb out of that too. Now, Menblock's tracker here actually has multiple settings. It's got a full one, which includes the map, vertical, which is up down. In both of those versions, they also include. Where the heck am I? I forgot where it was for a moment. I'm trying to go to Pandora next. And in both of those versions, you actually have a text box to help you just put notes to help you remind as you're going through. But you know, if I click on the map tab, and I don't know if it would show well on stream here, probably not as well as I want. And you can just see the entire map right there, and you can just click on the items like in other randomizer trackers to help you tracking where you want to go. But I'm just going to stick with the minimal for the time being, for simplicity's sake for this seed. Hopefully I don't forget stuff. So we're gonna go buy our candies. We're gonna buy the fancy overalls. And we're gonna go ahead and clip those and trash the Kung Fu suit. So, in a sense, if you're thinking about as far as finding items, you gotta think about bosses, treasure chests, and story events. So Pandora being early game, and what's in it is a pretty big spot. So you got 6 chests. You got the story spot where with the girl, if you chose to go that path to pick her up. Plus, you got the boss at the end of this dungeon to provide you with items. And it looks like we got both of our armor enemies just in the Pandora's ruins alone. So this will be a quick walk. So I'm gonna pick and choose when I'm going to start farming for gold, which will eventually be a thing in this seed. The main reason we do that is because a lot of my money is gonna end up going into upgrading weapons. More than anything else. It's going to go into upgrading weapons, and then I got to worry about, you know, if I have enough to buy better armor. Well, armor is going to be third. Wishing Cups and Nuts come before that. Actual inventory items for health and whatnot. So we're going to see what's in the wall room down here. Hopefully not a wall. And that sounded like a tiger by my estimation. Yep, it's Spiky Tiger. We may have to run from this fight. Primarily because I'm more worried about falling unconscious than anything. Both being knocked unconscious by the tiger and the fire breath that it does. And just being straight up killed. Alright, I'm actually going to give the Spiky Tiger another shot. So, yeah, you may have realized that I haven't saved yet, but Moppleton has programmed an autosave function. So, pretty much, I could be a tad bit reckless, but do not trust the autosave. So let's give the Spiky Tiger another shot. And that's one of the things I was worried about, is getting knocked unconscious. So yeah, I'm probably going to end up running from this fight. So what I'm going to do is here is use our handy dandy magic rope. I'm going to go up to the castle, speak to the girl in its spot, see what's there, and then we're going to go to Guy's Navel next. Hopefully we won't have any NPCs blocking my way to the steps here. Nope, not this time. So we're going to go to the girl's story spot to see what they have. And it's a spear orb. I don't have a spear yet. Alright, with that, we're going to go to Guy's Navel. And if you haven't noticed yet, all our enemy characters in the world are randomized. So pretty much I have to take into account what the enemy here is right in front of my eye, and then what the enemy that is there in the vanilla game, what it does. So like in the early parts of this seed, I have to worry about mushbooms, or at least what represents the mushboom in that spot, because the mushboom has an ability called that has an unconscious attack, and if you get hit by that and you got a what's generally considered an aggressive enemy, you might be dead. Oh, and look at that, owls. Well, I'm just glad I can see owls now as opposed to later, because, you know, birds are jerks. Alright, so that was the magic rope. So we're gonna get out of there. We're gonna go down Watt's Steps, which is available right from the get-go. And we're never gonna talk to Neko because, well, Neko is a price gouger. But we are gonna talk to Watts and see what he gives us instead of an axe. Which could be an axe. Oh, another javelin orb. Alright, so that's a level 3 javelin now. Let's go talk to the dwarf elders, see what they give me. Apparently someone else got my item. So, if you go up in here into the underground palace, I see that the orb there now has colorization to it. Just by that colorization, I can tell it's Sylphid. And if you don't believe me, I'm going to go to target here and target it. And it tells me right there, it's Sylphid. Don't need to worry about getting scanned, but I do need to worry about the fact that I might need Sylph later to get to that spot. So we're going to go to the sunken ship, the underground ship here for the chest and the boss next. 6 hundo. Oh, it's a minute. It's a bull. I'm a bull. I'm a Siberian bull. This is a Minotaur. He's my bullish cousin. And we're gonna teach him a lesson by throwing this javelin at him. Let him know that he ain't gonna touch me. Alright. Woo! That was close. Alright, let's see what I get from the bull. We got a bow orb and a sword orb. So far, no other weapons. Haven't found any magics. You know, like Luna or Lumina. Looks like we got Tadpole here. So one real quick note, I have to remember later on when I go to Stowe Country here, that boss that we fought in Undyne's Cave is pretty much going to be in that spot. So here's what I'm talking about when I mean use the terrain with you. He should be about ready to... Yeah, there we go. But he's only going to be able to do those 3 times. And there's his third one. So he's pretty much out of magic. He's a sitting duck. Or sitting dino. There we go. X-Orb. Hey! We found the sprite. And we're gonna appropriately name him F. Oh, and we found the axe. And the sprite comes with a weapon, and they had the bow. They're not using the bow, they're using the axe. Alright, let's go level up this axe. Alright, yeah. So, with the sprite actually having the axe, as I was saying earlier, Eileen is now an option just with that axe alone. And I think that's where I'm going to head next. After I take a look in the shop here. We'll take the 2 bracelets. And we'll take the 2 circlets. And then we'll have to walk our way to Eileen's castle. And I do mean that. We're going to have to walk to Eileen's castle because trying to fly there isn't exactly an option, as trying to land in front of it just lands you to the teleporter. And we can probably take that time to kill enemies, level up a little bit, get money. Most importantly, get money. But I don't like these nitro pumpkins being the bees, so we're actually going to ignore that. I don't like this. Don't like seeing the flowers either, the violet flowers, because that's an instant put to sleep anytime you wake them up. So we're gonna ignore those. Alright, so up to Eileen's castle we go. Looks like we got metal crawlers. Also, shout outs to one of my favorite themes, Flight of the Red Wings. I don't care for Final Fantasy IV so much, but I do love this theme. with the sprite up front to cut objects. Good to see the eyeball enemies here. Good to know that our bats are red slimes. We won't be seeing those later. And there's a metal crawler for our troubles. If I can get around the corner here. Looks like we got master ninjas for our eyeballs going in. Ooh. Hey, look, there's our bees. Ooh, looks like the axe claw's unconscious. That's good to know. Also, we found a bomb, more master ninjas. Wolves were imps, that's right. I'm just gonna go straight through the door. Alright. Alright, so we're gonna find out what Eileen's pet is today. Hopefully it's something beatable, but I will say having the sprite now makes things a bit easier for me. Because with having the sprite, I'm actually going to go back to Pandora here after this fight. And it's Springbeak. Of all the enemies to show up here, it had to be one that likes going to different spots in the stage. Fortunately, we have armor that does not care that you're using magic. And also, fortunately, we have a weapon that has range. Alright, there goes Springbeak. Alright, so with the down in Springbeak, we get the orb or whatever from him, and then we get those 2 chests from Eileen. It's a spear. And go talk to the old lady who did nothing wrong. Absolutely nothing wrong. And we found the Dryad Seed and 7 hundo. That's the kind of progression I need. No, it's not. Alright, so with that, we're going to go back to Pandora. We're going to buy wishing cups, and we're going to take another shot at the spiky tiger that's waiting for us at the bottom of Pandora's ruins. But first, we're going to buy wishing cups. Buy the Sprite fancy overalls, because that's a good buy at this point. Alright, so pretty well armored. I think so. So let's go give the spiky tiger, who's waiting for us at the bottom of these ruins, another shot. So keep in mind, we haven't found a single magic, and we need 7 of the magics in order to complete the seed, plus the whip. We actually have a cutting whip in the axe, so if we don't see the sword this seed, that's not going to be a problem. But we do need to see the whip, and we do need to get 8 magics, with the exception to Dryad. Alright. Because I really want that bulk that's waiting for me up in Pandora. So let's give this another shot. Also, real quick warning, some stages have a tendency for quick flashing lights, so if you have epilepsy, I'm going to warn you now for this section right here. Double fire boot camp, double the fun. This is why we needed those shop items. Of course I get knocked unconscious again. I had a feeling you were going to get the Sprite. Really wish I had magic. Any magic. Doesn't matter what magic, I just needed it. There we go. Hate that fight. Hate that fight doing it solo. Got Javelin Orb and Glove Orb. Alright. So, Happy days are here because we get to go back up into Pandora's castle to get those 6 lovely chests waiting for us. Also, we get to check this shop over here because we certainly do need to restock. Ribbon. Definitely not getting that. Definitely not getting that. Definitely not getting that. Definitely not getting that. Yep, definitely need that. Alright, so let's go up to the treasure room that has our 6 chests waiting for us. So yeah, for those who are just joining us, this right here is what is pretty much a special event, story event. I checked her earlier. I believe she had an orb, but that's pretty much just a stand-in for if you elect to get the girl first in the vanilla game. And there's a few of those stand-ins stepping around, but we've already passed that. I could have used you for that fight, Undyne. Jeez. Undyne, Moogle Belt. Shade. That's my favorite magic. And another Javelin Orb. I think I got another Axe Orb out of that. I could be wrong. Good times. So, we're gonna go up to the Upper Lands. We're gonna go visit the Wind Temple first, and then we're gonna come back down to the Moogle Village, which has already been rescued, and get 2 chests there. And I know what that noise means. So of all the magics I really want to level in this game, Shade's going to be the one magic, and you'll see why later. And that's a kill. The elf, the sprite killed him, and I'll know because he'll come right up and explode. The other reason I know that the sprite killed him is because I heard the damage noise, but I didn't see any numbers proc, so that's how I knew he was dead. Also, pay attention because that may come up later. Go check on Grandpa here. See what we get. Boomerang Orb. Gnome! That's 3 of our magics. Alright, so we're gonna go and go to the Moogle Village, get our 2 chests there. level up our weapons. And then we're going to head up to Batango and get the chest in King Truffle's room. There's a whip orb. So right now, we're actually in pretty good shape. If we don't see the boy as the sea progresses, it may not matter, because we got the two characters that matter in completing the sea. We don't have to worry about getting the Mana Sword to beat the Mana Beast. So that won't be an issue. Just having the girl and the sprite to do magics is pretty much enough. The only thing we would really need is the remainder of our magics but Dryad, and the whip to complete the sea. And I think we're going to be out of money after this buy. Almost. Alright, so after this, with our magics in tow, I think we'll go and see if I can... Let's see if I have the admittance for the for the Moon Palace. The one thing the randomizer does is it makes the Fire Palace moot. And the reason for that is because in order just to get into the Fire Palace alone, you need to have the right magic just to get in. And then you gotta have the right magic again for the second orb to create that platform. And then you need to have one more time the correct magic just to finish the dungeon. So pretty much, open world makes the Fire Palace the worst place to go. With the exception to the Pure Lands. So, like, to me, those are the two worst places. But we're going to go up to the Lunar Palace, because we have 3 magics right now. And I like my chances of having the correct magic to get in here. But the Ferryman, which is a sword this time, lets me know that Dryad is our admittance. So I'm going to note that on my tracker here. Also going to go back and note that I need Sylphid just to get into the Underground Palace. So we're going to do what I like to call the one-off world tour, where I just go to a bunch of places where there's one check, and it's pretty much going to end up putting us in the Empire at the end of this. So, first place would be Turtle Island, but sadly, the guy there has nothing. Not even the Sea Air Tail. We're going to go to Taniska next, which is straight south from there. I'm actually... Okay, I'm considering a thing here. And that's two checks where I end up getting nothing. Fantastic game. Thank you. I like showing off a randomizer where I find nothing. Alright, so I was going to go to the lighthouse next, but I have this axe, and that can get me the 2 chests inside of the Dark Palace here. So I'm going to make a quick detour here. I won't be able to finish this dungeon because I don't have the whip, but I can get the 2 chests that are in here. And can I at least set up the dungeon to make it clearable later? Open those two spots. Get the chest up here. Looks like there's a bat in the mount. Yeah, the bats are up in the mountains here. So where's that chest? There's X-Orb. All right, gonna use the real quick. Also, I have this nifty thing called Gnome, which allows me to run faster, but right now I don't care about that until later. Another Javelin Orb. Right back on out. Alright, now we'll go to the lighthouse. So we got a couple more orbs here. So back to following the coast to the lighthouse, which is right there. Also, now that I have the chance, speed is fixed in the randomizer because the speed is initially supposed to let you do running without the cost of stamina, and that's fixed. So speed, speed, speed. Alright, nothing there, so we're gonna go to the Empire next. Ice Country is just to my south here, and then the Empire is south of that. But we gotta go to the South Empire first for Mara. Sword Orb. Alright, now we'll go up to Empire proper. We're going to stop at Watts first, because, well, we got a few more orbs, and we could certainly use it to strengthen our, use them to strengthen our weapons. So that's what we're going to do next. After that, we are going to head into the castle first. $3,000 just for the javelin? I might have to do some grinding up in the castle here. 6. Yes, I finally saved my game. And we're only 45 minutes into the seed. You know, it was about time. Let me make sure I do this proper. Looks like our armored knights this seed are going to be mimic chests. So I'm going to take my chime as, well, these enemies are pretty aggressive. Also, I'm pretty sure I have level 2. Yeah, so let's level up Gnome and Undyne. Sylphin. It still does me no good, Glove, until I find the whip. But, it's, you know, our 4th magic. So we're going to do a bit of grind here, trying to get our gold back. Trying to get our gold, trying to get some gold and to get some get a level, because in the vanilla game, if you leveled up, you didn't get a magic replenish. In the randomizer, if you level up, you do get a magic replenish. So we're trying to get a free. So as we're progressing here in the castle here, we're trying to get a free refill as far as magic. There we go. And I'm gonna hold on to that so then we can take on the dungeon boss. And I do mean the dungeon boss here. Let's see who our boss is. Oh, it's the Minotaur. And we got this wonderful magic called Sylphid to kill it with. Cheaply use the air shots here to do our damage. That'll teach me. I think we're screwed. I would like to get up now. Oh, why'd I do that? I was clearly not in its range. Or in its level, and I decided to get up in its level. Come on, Sprite. There we go, much better. There we go. That was much more of a challenge than it needed to be. So we still only have 3 weapons, right? Oh, right. We also found the glove. Forgot about that. I guess because right now I'm looking at the weapons I need left. The weapons that I haven't found yet. And my mind's thinking, like, I'm probably going to have to find the boy to get the whip. Might as well get all our magics to level 2. I should have used it on the chest man. There we go. Alright. So I got to work on getting our free level back. Getting another free level for free magic. Oh, let's see. Nope, not got that level yet. There we go. That's what I wanted. Alright, let's go see what's in the Mech Rider spot. Is it? No. It's Borophiles. You know, you think this wouldn't be too bad, but I have to chase this guy. Maybe do it this way. There we go. Alright, there goes Borophiles. Trying to figure out. So pretty much it's more about systematically trying to figure out where our last pieces are. Because right now, let's just see Airtail. So back down we go. Let's go and visit Watts again. Alright, we got our Plumbus. And over to the ruins we go. And one interesting thing about this randomizer is it makes you go to spots you probably won't think about in the vanilla game. Like, for instance, the right side of the Empire there, right in the front door, is I didn't know there was chests over there until I started playing this version of the randomizer. I always ignored. I didn't really give it a second thought. Never went over there. Never went to the left and right side of the ruins here for these chests. Didn't think about it. Didn't think they were a thing until I started playing this randomizer, this version of the randomizer. Wait, so I get the other chest in magic rope out before I recast Gnome here. Right now, I'm starting to think that I might have to go to the Grand Palace or the Pure Lands here for progression. I'm also thinking I might actually have to dip into the Fire Palace for progression. But before I do that, I'm actually going to take a look at Snow Country after I do the ruins here. Let me through. Bastards. Alright. Look at that Moogle run. So I don't care about fighting right now, just care about going. Boomerang! Oh. Nobody likes the boomerang. So we're actually coming up to the wall here as the first boss of the ruins. That fight's relatively vanilla. It's just a matter of color. It looks like it's the vanilla color. So let's just use jet missile. I screwed. I got these nuts for a reason. Or never mind. Just waste them. There's the wind seed, so that's level 3 magic. Thanks, that's useful. I already have the Dryad seed. Ooh. Tough fight. Really wish I had Luna right now. Why is her axe doing nothing? I think they ran out of magic. Alright. I'll take it. And that does it for this section of the game. Oh, the Midge Mallet. I could have used that a little while ago. Alright, let's go up to Frost Country. Because we are quickly running out of spots. And we are still missing stuff. Get to resupply on stuff. More importantly, walnuts. Not yet. So we need to upgrade our weapons here. Not the two that matter. Alright, those are better than what I had. Throw those in the garbage. Alright, so we're gonna go to the Frost Palace. Might not be able to finish it, but we can at least get a good chunk of the Frost Country out of the way. And we are not gonna stop. I am not fighting these Evermen. So we're gonna talk to Rudolph here, who may have a useful hint finally. Well, at least I know how to do Sabin suplex. Alright, where is it? There it is. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. So let's move up into the mech rider. It's just a matter of what color mech rider. There we go. That's quick. Now let's break the graphic. See what's cooking on the stove up here. Spear work. Alright, so we're gonna go into the Frost Palace here. We're gonna get the chests, and we're gonna beat another mech rider. Where's that gnome? There's that gnome. Starting to suspect Fire Palace now. Hey, Lumina! I definitely need that. So 2 more magics. And the whip. Take on the mech rider down here. Won't be able to finish the dungeon because we don't have the whip to get across the gaps. Also, I should use Lumina instead. Again, slight sensitivity warning. Please look away if you have epilepsy. There we go. Okay. Let me actually do some cleanup here on my map tracker. Found the sword. Can't get in there, but we can't finish it because no whip. That's done, that's done, that's done. Alright, we're gonna go back to the desert. We're gonna go to the desert first. Turn in the Sea Hare tail. Take a look at the Fire Temple. Or Palace, whatever you want to call it now. If I can remember my way to Kakar. There we go. That's Kakar. Turn the Sea Hare tail to this guy. Luna. We are essentially one magic away and the whip from completing the seed. So let's go take a look at the Fire Temple. Like I said, the boy may as well be holding the whip hostage. Of course it's the one magic that I don't have. That means the Fire Palace is completely useless. Alright, so... Grand Palace of Pure Lands. I'm gonna go to the Pure Lands, because if I go to the Grand Palace afterwards... where am I? I gotta turn south. So I go to the Grand Palace afterwards. Wow. Because if I go to the Grand Palace afterwards, I can at least probably guarantee that the whip and or boy are in there somewhere. If I come up here and do all this, I can maybe find my last bits up here instead. And this will at least make a check done. But if I find my stuff here, it's pretty much a straight shot to the finish line. Hey there, Hydra. I did my part. All I'm gonna say is I did my part. Also, we're not talking about that. That seed never happened. There we go. Really don't wanna start consuming walnuts this early. Imagine consuming all your walnuts just for that fight because you don't have Salamando. Alright, next boss. Oh hey, I've seen you before. Quick fight. Alright, that one's done. We got an hour. There's Dryad. But we don't need Dryad, we need Salamando. We need the whip. Oh hey, I know you. Good thing we leveled this one up. Peace. We need the whip, we need Salamando to complete this seed. And they can be pretty much anywhere. Not sure if I should fall for the Triad trap though. But now that I have it, I feel like I need to after the Pure Lands here. No, it's Lord Watermelon! All hail Lord Watermelon! Might be a little much, but if it kills him. Alright, there goes a little watermelon. Oops, no items. Next game. There's no, I need that speed. That's the wrong character. Well, it's not necessarily the wrong character, it's just that it's not all. Alright. Yeah, move. And some of McRatter. Epileptic warning. There we go. Alright, so one more boss, and then it's a long cutscene. And that'll be the Pure Lands. If Dryad leads to Salamander, that'd be pretty great. Or one of our missing progression items. I really do hope it's Salamando. Snake! Haven't seen you all, Seed. Or your cousin. Oh, that's it. Nice seeing you. Well, that's level 4 magic. Alright, cutscene. Everyone take a nap, cutscene. Also say bye to Mom. Also, look, it's the boy that we never got. Oh man, that'd be great. The boy that the mana tree gives you the boy. It gave birth to a boy. Congrats, it's a boy. Just the boomerang orb. That'd be pretty great. I hope to see that with Seed. Alright, let's go back to the Lunar Palace. Because we have Dryad now, and that'll give us entrance. And then we're gonna go back to the Fire Palace to see how far we can get. Won't be able to finish it. No whip. Light and Earth Seed. So suddenly, we just jumped up a few levels in Magic here. We're at level 6. Alright, let's go to the Fire Temple. Whether or not this has been a good idea or not is up in the air still. Essentially what I'm hoping here is that my last 2 bits of progression are in the Grand Palace, and that essentially I can go there and then go straight to the end. Oh yeah, that's right. I still don't have Salamento, so why'd I even come here? Because I was hoping to find Salamento up in the Pure Lands. Derp. So, go back to my map checker. Take that off. So yeah, straight south. Grand Palace it is. We'll go in the front door first here. Oh hey, look at you. We don't have anything to beat you with. Really could use that Salamander right now. I think that 127 is about to gonna be as good as we get. Upside is I get the leveled shade here. So for those well, I can tell you who it wasn't. It wasn't this guy. Anyway, so yeah, that was thought that was going to be more rough than it was, that fight. Still looking for a whip. Still looking for a Salamando. Hey, the whip! Kinda wish we found Salamando first. Really wish we found Salamando first. I really, really, really wish we found Salamando first. Because now that whip opens up the end of the Ice Palace. Oh, it opens up so much, but because I only need Salamando to finish the seed, it could be anywhere. And the whip opens up those spots that I couldn't whip across. So I hate seeing the whip right now. So much. I just wanted to see Salamando before I saw the whip. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna go down below first. Before I and take on the Lord Waterman spot. I'm gonna go through the tram system, and then I'm going to go into the Ground Palace just to knock off a few of the orbs. The other one I won't be able to knock off is Salamando. And also get the chest in there. I'll at least get 4 of the 7 orbs. I'll miss out on 2. Oh no. The gold key. The gold key! Why couldn't you be in the Fire Palace? Also, Gnome. I forgot I have Gnome. I need to visit once again. Or I will actually here in a second. Ooh, come here, sprites. Yeah, I need to visit once again soon. I got these weapons I certainly could use in upgrade. Is it me or is the axe not hitting anything? Yeah, I don't think the axe was hitting anything. That has to be a glitch. I think this... Hey, Kettlekin. Vanilla, French vanilla spot, I should say. Huh, I thought that did it for him. That did. And there's the boy. Who has the spear. By default. Down there. Excuse me. Oh, hey, Watts. I've been looking for you. Let's see. What is my current third strongest weapon? 10 on the spear, jeez. Okay. Where's Chrissy? Chrissy's over here. Give me the health. And give me that lucid barrier. Excuse me. Let me through. Put that speed magic back on. Alright, so let's see. Don't mind me, just trying to catch a train. Tongue tied. Coming through. Don't mind me. Excuse me, sir. Do you have a ticket? Nope. Oh, I was using that stuff. Well, upside is we got to the end of it. It's more like Boo, because I still don't have Salamando. But, you know, it is what it is. Fortunately, the boy has a fire spear, so that certainly makes this fight easier. And they're dead. Alright, so we're gonna go into the Grand Palace here next. We're gonna take down some of these orbs, but we're gonna get that... We're gonna get that, chest that's near the top. That's essentially our main objective here, because if Salamando's in here, it's straight go mode. So, for those joining us late, this is a vanilla long seed with the main objective of coming to the Grand Palace here and destroying all the orbs. Currently, we are missing Salamando. If we find Salamando, we would have finished the seed. But right now, we're going to set up our line to the end by destroying some of these orbs. We won't be able to destroy the 3 of them, because Salamando blocks the last 2. You need Salamando to get to Shade, and then you need to finish Shade in order to get to the Luna orb. But we have the whip, and I was happy to see it, but I'm a little annoyed to see it now because I don't have Salamando. Upside is I found the boy too, but the boy had the last weapon that I didn't have, and I kind of don't need it. I needed the whip, and I needed Salamando. And I come to this door anyway because reasons. Go back up. Probably gonna go to Gold City after this. Boomerang. Right side was closed, was it? Wasn't it? I thought it was. Yes, it is. So yeah, Shade's right there, but I can't get to it because I don't have Salamando. So things are set up for later, and so now we have to leave and come back later. But, so... We have a few options here. I'm gonna go to Gold City next. Fortunately, one of those options is not the Fire Palace. Well, there we go. Just need the key. Just need the gold key to get inside. Ah, go mode. Alright, let's actually go to the shop first before we do anything else and get the boy some armor. By the way, I hope you all heard the clunk of me tossing my controller on my desk. Alright, so I guess that's about as good as the boy's gonna get as far as defense. Now it's just me tossing my controller under my desk. I could bang my fist on the desk if you want. But if I do that, I'm gonna have to ask you guys to get me pictures of Spider-Man. Alright, well, anyway, now that we've got Salamando, it's a straight shot to the finish line. And I made that early detour to the Pure Lands for nothing. I mean, I guess it kind of worked out, because then I didn't go to the Pure Lands afterwards and spend a lot of time there, but, oh boy, a lot of time was lost there. I don't know, it's a mixed bag. Anyway, so with that Salamando, we'll be able to get to the last 3 orbs to finish the seed, and be able to get into the Mana Fortress to finish it. No. You'll have to hold on to the whip for just a little bit. Right side. Alright. Alright. I did all that for Shade, and I was going to walk right by Shade. Alright, so Luna Orb. I'll still be on the rest of this one. Alright. Hey, it's Axe Week. I forget. Are you weak to ice or are you weak to earth? I forget what you're weak to. Let's see. Oh, yeah, you are weak to Undyne. Okay. I don't know why I had to think about it, but I had to think about it. There we go. Alright, so, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, go mode. Officially on the tracker, because I had to hit the thing on the map tracker for the Grand Palace. Alright. Alright, so we are making good time in this seed now. I was actually getting worried there for a moment. I was hating the idea of the sidetracking. Yes, that's what I wanted to be. Not sure if this music works for outside the Mana Fortress, but let's see what's inside. Oh, come on, we could do better. You're darn right I'm going to complain about the music. How am I supposed to get pumped up knowing that we're nearing the end of this? I will say the one upside is we went into the Fire Palace just to find out we didn't need to go into the Fire Palace. Because if there's anything about the open world, is the Fire Palace is moot. The other thing we learned is I hope one day that someone does the open world for this, and they go to the Mana Tree just to get the boy. I believe we go back to the vanilla track after this. Yep. Alright. You're darn right I did it. And you know what else I'm gonna do? I'm gonna kill the dragon before it even lands. And it'll be funny. Not before I finish this. Oh, I'll enjoy it, alright. The cheese must happen. Wait, was that it? Okay, well, that was it. I believe it's one more whip crossing, and then I gotta go back to the axe. Oh, I received nothing. Oh boy, the boy died. But who needs boys? Let's get to the end. Just gotta hit the square. There we go. And our penultimate boss is gonna be... Ooh, Blue Dragon. With Final Fantasy VI movie music. How delightful. Besides, I only need to enjoy doing Shade for this marathon. Afterwards, you can take it away. I'm happy with that. Besides, if I fail, it's moot. The important part is I'll actually be underestimate, unlike my other 2 runs tonight. Oof. Well, it's a mix, because this is a Storm Dragon wearing a blue dragon skin. I had to wait for the music to start before hitting the button. Well, one Final Fantasy boss music to another. And you do fight a dragon to this one. That'd be 6 or 7, yep. Darn. Out of magic. I don't think I'm gonna get him. I mean, Evil Gate was a bug to begin with, but hey. Ah, that's the wrong whip. That's the wrong magic. Yeah, and the vanilla version of Evil Gate didn't work. The randomizer, Moppleton fixed it, but it's not fixed to the point where a schmuck like me can just exploit it. But he is going to fix it, and I won't be able to exploit it anymore. Also, I got him. Boom! Pretty much. Alright, folks. That'll do it for me. So I guess 2 out of 3 ain't too bad. Sorry we couldn't finish the Mega Man X run because of a unbeatable seed. The Mega Man 2 run was fine, I think. Just a little over, but, you know, it was just fine. And I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you go check out Secret of Mono Rando. But that's gonna be it for me. But, you know, just, you know, I'm just sorry we couldn't say goodbye. Because, F, man. I'll never forget you guys. Ever. Alright, that'll be it for me. You guys have a good one. I know they're going into intermission. Tomorrow evening. 6 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to assume that's 6 p.m. Eastern. Is going to be Mirage Island. with Starman Rando, so look forward to that. So Randomania, we'll see you then. I am gonna go continue to be salty about that Mega Man X seed off screen here. So you guys have a good one. Good night.